MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com and RockAuto.com.
Well, the wait is almost over. Next year, a new Chevrolet Corvette arrives, and rumors promise an even more fascinating plastic fantastic. But what about the 1996 Corvette? Well, clearly Chevy wanted the current Vette to exit like a winner. That's our take on this Corvette Grand Sport. Its race-bred finish and more powerful LT4 V8 promises a rare treat. Let's see if Chevy saved the best for last. The 1996 Corvette Grand Sport is certainly the most striking factory Vette to appear in some time. Its blue and white paint scheme was inspired by a group of special lightweight racers built by Chevy in the early 1960s to face the all-conquering Cobras and Ferraris. They were raced most notably under the Penske banner by drivers Dick Goldstrand and Dick Thompson. But while they impressed everyone who faced them, lack of development prevented them from reaching their full potential. Today's Grand Sport, like all 96 Corvettes, is quite the opposite, having benefited from years of intensive development. But the GS gets a few extras that its 96 siblings don't. Besides the spiffy paint, there are black extra-wide 17-inch wheels wearing the same massive rubber as the late lamented ZR1, and extra-wide fender flares to cover them. While inside, the familiar Corvette cockpit gets a set of snappy leather sport seats with special Grand Sport logos. Otherwise, our test car's interior is the same snug, efficient cockpit that we've always enjoyed working in. And work you can, thanks to Chevy's new LT4 V8 engine. This latest version of Chevy's small block powerhouse still displaces 5.7 liters, but it now pumps out 330 horsepower and 340 pound-feet of torque. It's standard equipment in the Grand Sport and optional on all other 96 Corvette models. And it blasts the GS to 60 in only 5.2 seconds, and through the quarter mile in 13.7 seconds at 104 miles per hour. But it's in the curves where the Grand Sport really shines. The curves this outing of Georgia's Roebling Road Raceway. Out here, the Corvette suspension, consisting of a short long arm arrangement up front and a 5-link transverse leaf spring set up in the rear, is at its forgiving best, especially with the added grip of the Grand Sport's performance handling package. Its Bilstein shocks and stiffer springs help keep those huge Eagle tires firmly planted on the pavement and provide a more neutral feel. Latest suspension settings reducing the Big Vette's tendency to understeer in slower corners, while the massive ABS-equipped disc brakes are some of the most track-ready binders available on a street car. This may be the end of the current Corvette line, but we'll bet that a few of those old Grand Sport racers would have loved to hit the track in it, or the road. Even with the firmness of the performance handling package, the Grand Sport is a very enjoyable street car. The ride is hardly Cadillac smooth, but it doesn't beat you up like many much pricier performance cars. The precise power rack and pinion steering helps give the 3,300-pound Vette a nimbleness that belies its weight. While the ZF-built 6-speed manual gearbox is firm yet very positive, we still wish, however, that the annoying computer-aided gear selection system, which skips from first to fourth gear under certain conditions to save fuel, would be deleted. But after so many years and so much improvement, that may be the only complaint that we still have about Chevy's bullet-shaped bruiser. Which means that the supposedly better all-new 1997 Corvette will have to be very good indeed to beat a car as fine as the Grand Sport. Or as reasonably priced, by supercar standards that is. The base Corvette Coupe starts at $37,225. Add the Grand Sport package plus a healthy load of options and the price still comes to only $44,894. Nothing else this fast even comes close. So while many Corvette fans eagerly await the next Vette, we'll gladly take this final very special edition of the current car. It's the last and yes, the best of its generation. This Grand Sport is clearly a nod to a proud past and a promise of an even better future.